last we left off on Dragon Ball Z?
Uh, kinda,
Mm,
sorta. Which one of you is just eternally screaming?
Well, that's me.
Okay,
no, it was legit.
Wouldn't it be the one that's constantly dying?
I think it's the one who started the very first episode by screaming.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. Why is my phone
Yeah.
buzzing? Oh, okay.
Which one of us was that?
Uh,
I don't know who that be.
that would be you, Corin.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's
I'm the bravest one here.
it's on record. Just saying. Anyhow, so very quick
If you
recap
wanna
of
go
what
back and prove
has
it.
happened. The party having managed to push their way through the first floor, um, besting the other combatants, as it were, other
Mhm.
risen like themselves. You have found your way onto the bottom floor, or it should be the second floor, where to the north here on the map, you explored and found a fountain of a water-like liquid that apparently burned you when you stuck your hand in it. And I believe it was almost unanimously agreed that it had to be nothing other than holy water. But also realizing that there was a mirror fountain on the upper on the ceiling, in which you saw a key. Shenanigans occurred. Um, uh, with some bouncing between for Morris being assisted by Kite, the key was acquired. Making your way southward, you've faced off with a suddenly upset fire elemental and its twin also hanging from the ceiling, in which yet another key was acquired.
We kicked that fire elemental's fiery butt.
It didn't have a butt, so. But there was kicking.
Fiery
I do
backside.
believe there was some kicking from Petra. At least one kick. Coming around the corner and splitting the party in a sense, Morris and Shiko decided to find traps. The Morris method, the Morris methodology of trap finding is 100% successful. With stone pillars slamming down and nearly crushing them into little more than bone dust, causing Shiko to once again almost die again. While the rest of the party crept around the other side, fortunately with little to no traps found as of yet, and peeked into a room where a skull decided to begin speaking to the lot of you, informing you that it was very happy with your progress thus far. It thanked you so wholesomely, and that the treasures here within the room were the boon, your reward. This gem encrusted skull. Shiko, oh no. You look, you put that on yourself. No one else said that, alright? And I mean, you get Android 18 in the end, so eh. Yamcha, Jacob.
Oh, that's not too bad. He's not the worst. He's bad, but he's not the worst.
Wow.
Krilling's way better than Yamcha.
Anyhow, where Petra, in her infinite wisdom, decided once being told to, please don't touch me by the gem encrusted skull, put the gem encrusted skull in a bag because, hey, he ain't got no hands. What's he gonna do about it? And I believe the very last quote we ran out on and faded to black with was, "Did you just put me in a fucking bag?" So I would like
Getting out of
everyone
character.
to go
No,
ahead
you
Getting out
don't
of
want to
character.
know
We
about
all
the
agree
fucking
you
bag.
disintegrate.
to roll for initiative. Thank you.
Oh,
I
God
feel
almighty.
like this is coming out of nowhere. I mean,
As Petra, around you, you see the dust beginning to swirl and form a loose skeletal shape there on the other side of the pedestal.
Oh, he grew hands.
But it has no head, so it can't see you.
Magic.
Roan. Hi.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Oh my gosh, I didn't roll low for initiative.
Don't worry.
Oh my gosh.
Shiko got you.
Oh, we got some
Oh boy.
blast. Oh boy, this will be fun. I assume that the blast is gone. I think a couple of us still have it
Bless
marked.
is 1 minute or 1 hour.
Yeah, it's only 1 minute.
Yeah. So yes, Bless is gone.
Crit fail means we skip a turn.
We're not being that mean in this this particular playthrough.
Oh, thank you, Mutt. I really appreciate that. Seriously.
Now, if it was a
It's kinda boring
batch
to wait 2
of crit
turns for him to play.
fails, like where the majority rolled crit fails, well, then maybe something was going to happen. Because you gotta explain that much shit luck, right? Anyhow,
Yeah.
I also gotta roll for them. All right. Morris, you are up first. So you did hear, mind you, this was all heard. The entire side, like his side of the conversation was heard in your head. You heard nothing of what Petra or even Kite was saying as you were just now coming around the corner, having like marked where the other two pillar traps were.
Yeah, I was kind of shrugging to Shiko. Like, I don't know what they're doing. And I will just, I guess, slowly walk towards the doorway.
Okay.
Probably gonna get us killed though.
Oh, it's a skeleton.
Petra over here mapping her escape plan. I love it. So if I can, how far can I get in one turn? It's definitely what that
I think
is.
somebody dropped.
If you're hearing constant drops, it's probably the Scorgan. We are technically in his channel at the moment, because he's hanging out playing games. But this was where everyone decided to congregate for whatever weird reason. But yeah, so Mars, peeking over Kite's shoulder, you can see this skeletal form. At this point, it's almost already 7 feet in height, made of slowly solidifying bone dust.
Oh, what did you do?
Nothing?
Okay.
Deception?
Insight.
I'll be nice and not make this a reaction deception, but oof! You just hear, "She put me in a fucking bag."
Like that.
I mean, being outside, I don't know. I perceive a threat. I don't know what they're doing right yet, so I'm just kind of coming and observing.
Well, you know she lied to you.
Yeah, I feel that probably happens quite a bit.
Ah, that +0.
I mean, I don't have a big plus, but yeah. I guess if something does start to attack us, I will launch an Eldritch Blast at it.
Okay.
We'll start there.
Prepared action, Eldritch Blast. Alright. So, Petra, as you hear Morris question from behind, you just barely flick to give your response, and you turn as the prepared action is triggered. As the large, yes, headless skeletal figure goes to punch you.
Okay.
For the record, the punch finishes before the triggered action. So you can still go ahead and make your rolls.
Missed.
Where's your blade AC? Fortunately, it is knocked off kilter just enough as it is still trying to form and solidify that when it connects with you, a shower of bone dust blasts past you, and the attack has little to no effect. But you are now beginning to see that the arms, where the hands should be, are becoming sword-like spike appendages.
Does
I
it
get
look-
one of those?
Does it look
Skelly
intimidating?
It's a 7-foot tall thing made of bony spikes, and now it's rolling its second attack.
So yes,
Skelly thousand.
That is a 19 for CC.
that'll hit.
For 13 slashing damage.
Okay. This is fine.
Now,
Uh-oh.
so you tell me if it's intimidating.
It's fine.
It's also your turn.
The head's still in my back.
The head is currently in your bag.
Okay.
Your bag. Well, I guess your sense of temperature is kind of off, so you don't know what's going on. But there is a wisp of smoke coming from your bag.
So, holding on to the bottom of the bag, because if smoke's coming out, then it's probably trying to burn through. I'm going to take off. Willingly taking the, away.
Okay.
Oh hell.
That is a 20 versus AC.
That'll hit.
It is tripping you.
I don't know what that means.
That means you go prone. It, instead of doing damage, just rips your feet out from under you,
Okay.
which of course rips half your movement away.
Okay, so I'll stumble up and keep going. Because I can get that far with my movement. Being halved. And then I'm going to dash.
It should get you to that far corner up there.
About there-ish.
Alright, now that you have left the room, I need a constitution save. As you're holding the bottom of the bag, and there is a sudden burst of shocking fire.
I look behind myself like, where are you going? What happened?
You just see it.
Run.
Yeah, you just see a trail of smoke getting bigger and bigger as she runs past you. You let go of the bag in time as the entirety catches in a quick conflagration. And of course, the skull is now floating right in front of you, wreathed in green flame.
Great.
Hey, I'm sorry.
I was waiting for that.
I'll just have to use other subjects.
Hey, I
Okay.
didn't put you in a bag. No need to lose your head.
He takes his legendary action now. You're laughing, but
Jason.
you're kind of screwing your sister over. I need Petra and Roan to both make dexterity saving throws as that green flame lances out in a line down the hall.
What's a legendary action?
Extra actions.
Boss actions, basically.
What was that, Mutt?
Basically, it's a special, unique boss action.
Oh, okay.
It makes it a little more of a unique fight. Roan
cool.
manages to pass by the skin of her teeth.
She don't have skin on her teeth.
That's how close. That's how close of a shave it was.
Hey, you don't know. I got a hood on.
So that is 7 fire damage and 7 necrotic damage.
I'm down.
Which is then halved, so just 7 damage to Roan. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh, what was half damage?
7.
I was trying to get to the holy water.
Rude.
I think Leo was trying to dip his head in the holy water.
That's
That
what,
was the
yeah.
Good move.
So the rest of you, as it is now Roan's turn, you just see a burst of emerald flame lash down the hallway.
I mean, the flame looks to be going that way.
Well, it came right at you.
Oh, in that case, I guess I'm following suit and running like hell.
Which way you're running?
Further than she went.
Okay, that's the way the flame came from.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're on your own. No, I want to be away from the one that triggered the flame.
I don't think she's gonna be triggering any more flame for at least a turn. But that's just your base move. Anything else?
I mean, have we seen what's in this room with the black dot?
That's where the black dot is where she stole the head from, and there is a large skeletal creature just north of it. I don't have a good token for because I did not have time to search
I'll just
Pinterest.
use my full move to go around the corner here.
Okay, be very precise about
Hello,
where you
kitty cat.
land.
Mm. I don't know how to do the little.
As you're moving, just right click on the squares you move, and then just land where you land.
No. Okay. Yeah, we'll go to the corner. I don't like just turning a corner and not zooming around that
Okay.
close to the corner.
You're fine.
So I moved 40.
All right, that brings us to Kite.
Okay.
I'm just totally confused.
Oh,
I saw
what
one
is-
person go run
oh.
past me one direction, the other person go run past me the other direction. I'm like, okay, where are we going?
I don't know.
There's people running around like crazy. The freaking
Away. The answer is away.
where's Godzilla?
Kite.
He's like, wrong.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Just making it clear to the others that you have the floor.
Mhm. Um. I think we might have made a mistake.
We? No, we about it.
Me and the mouse in my pocket.
Keep in mind, Jacob, that you are on deck.
Well,
Just grab a. Ignore this. There. That's where he's at.
I guess I'll go here first and use Bless on myself. Hmm. 30 feet. So. I'll use Bless, targeting myself, Jacob, and Maris.
Okay. So once again, the lot of you are wreathed with this dark shadow.
A spooky blessing.
I'm being cursed.
And then I'll move up here and end my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Jacob.
Okay, well, I see my sister running past me. So I'm just going to follow after her. It's the path I took.
Okay. Fortunately, there was markings left by Morris. All right. Anything else?
As I run, I took the dash action.
Mm-hmm.
As I run past my sister, I yell, "Where are we going? What are we running from?" And I run past her. That's my turn.
All right. Shiko!
So everybody else is running away. I'm not dumb, so
I mean, Morris ran towards. You didn't. Like, I'm assuming we're peeking around the corner. You saw Kite run towards. The siblings are running away.
it looks like Kate just ran away from the thing.
Yeah, I didn't see Mars running towards it.
He's right there. He came for support.
I sauntered.
Yeah, I saw Mars do that. Kite's over here, right?
Yes. Okay, and that skull and crossbones is where Petra is currently a pile. A state I'm sure you're familiar with.
I thought it was Shiko that passed out several times.
That's whose turn it is. Thus, who I was talking to.
I'm saying.
But
Oh,
I can't
okay,
see
you're talking
that
about-
because I'm in the other side of the room.
Correct. All you saw was the sort of like flash and flare of the green light from the blast of fire he launched.
Okay. I'm going to peek around the corner to see if I see what the hell's going on here.
Basically, we catch the tail end of Kite running up.
Yeah, and prepare an action to unleash a witch bolt if I see an enemy.
All right. Witch bolt range is
30 feet.
all right. Well, of course,
And-
add that side stipulation of within range, so you don't just go.
Yeah. Yeah, not gonna electro whip anybody out of the range.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
go ahead.
And that's my turn.
All right. So as we come to the top of the round, you all can hear, except poor semi-conscious and very brittle Petra at the moment, there was wealth beyond imagining promised to you. And here you show such disrespect. Oh, my chosen. It's Morris, it's your turn.
Let's be clear who was being disrespectful. Just saying. I will call after Kite. I got your back if you need it. Giving some encouraging words.
Bardic Inspiration.
Yes. Big level block. You get a d6 to use when you want. Attack, save, or skill, ability check.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna move because curiosity killed the cat. Luckily, I'm not a cat, so it might not kill me. I'm gonna move on forward. And seeing that Petra is down, I got nothing to really help with. I will hold for the next thing that attacks. I will. The next thing that attacks a party member that I can see, I will send an Eldritch Blast at. Not sure what the skull's doing. Maybe if we play nice,
Okay.
we be friends.
At the end of your turn, the lot of you can hear what sounds like the shambling of bones and drawing of metal from within the room. Stepping here, you see it is now wielding a large axe in one hand, its blade arm the other.
Oh,
That's as far as it gets. Petra! Hey!
Woo. Not dead yet.
Roan! Is she still AFK?
I'm assuming so. At this point.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Roan. Jacob, go get your sister.
He was also okay.
God damn it. I love your mental like picture of how this skull talks. But yeah.
It's exactly what happened.
Heck and prepare for death!
Just like, man, I'm gonna be nice to this skull. Give him a good day. And he zaps me with like laser beams and smacks me with a skeleton arm.
God, I wonder what happens if the two get together.
It's a good thing I ran away.
Roan. Or Jacob.
What's going on?
Where's your sister?
Hey, I'm
What's that?
coming back. I still have some groceries to unload, so I'm like going in there periodically to do it.
Ah,
Okay.
I thought you helped Corwin.
Yeah, he helped by getting in my way. I don't think I can zoom in anymore to see it. Well, I tried to zoom in to get a closer look at this new token that's appeared, and
That's a bad guy.
zoomed out all the way instead.
That's the giant
Alright, where'd
skeleton
my
ring
brother
there.
go?
He ran north of you.
He's-
You just saw
Okay, I
Morris
go
and,
after right
and
north.
Kite and all that run the other way.
Well, I think that'll take my full movement to get to him.
Oh, you're gonna leave poor Shiko there. The only thing.
Sorry.
Ah.
Sorry, I go to my brother. It's a sorry, Kitty. He needs looking after more.
Just
Obviously, he needs to be babysit more than the rest of the group.
You say to the one who like constantly dies.
She's going towards him after he ran towards her.
Even if she constantly dies, I trust her to stay out of like causing trouble more.
All right.
And
For the
I guess
Shiko.
I won't speak,
Witch
so.
bolt.
I was
From
waiting for you to tell me.
You're more than welcome to speak up. Like, hey, does that trigger? I'm over here eating my candy corn. God damn it!
Oh,
So, don't worry.
well.
I gotta go babysit my brother. Sith lightning. I've got this.
Well, I was going to say, did he do that before or after I moved?
She would have done that before.
Well,
Because she just. Oh, she used Witch Bolt, not it wasn't used against her. Okay, I
Correct.
was confused for a second.
Just
Is
witch
your
bolt the shit out of
AC higher than 16? 16 or higher, I mean.
it.
In other words, will Bark Skin help you at all?
No, it is not. Barksand
Okay,
will
then
give
I
her
won't-
exactly
then I won't
1
use it.
AC,
Okay.
which is a
Never mind
5%
then.
difference. Nothing.
I give her just a thumbs up from back here.
Well, he will use his legendary action to command the other creature to turn and throw a fucking axe, which triggers the Eldritch Blast, at the dang Sith lightning it.
It shouldn't have attacked first. That hits.
That's Mara's hitting
Oh.
it. Fortunately, it rolls a 2 on the die.
For you.
So a axe the size of you goes whizzing just past your head.
Fun.
As once again, Mars, your bolt is enough to make it shrug and kind of start looking around, trying to figure out what gnat keeps pecking at it.
I look around as well. I don't know. I shrug.
This brings us to Kite.
Okay. I'll move up here and move Petra behind me.
All right, so you're gonna drag her across the ground.
Yeah, just put me between them.
Okay. So
And then I'll use Inflict Wounds on Petra.
all right.
Mm. 13 health.
I'm alive.
Petra, as your bones quickly knit back together, you look and see Kite's hand behind her, gripping yours. I'd assume shield up.
Yeah.
Something shield between you and the enemy is a good life lesson.
We're not alive anymore, though. It might be deadly for us.
Yeah, maybe. But
Okay, we're sorry. I'm sorry I said you didn't have any hands.
I have plenty of hands.
I know. I learned my lesson. I'm sorry.
He says, your apology is noted.
Legendary action vomits more fire down the hall. Poor Morris had nothing to do with this. He's probably the
Neither
only
I.
one that fails.
Yeah.
But as your turn ends, a persuasion check, a grovel check, if you will. As the skull does begin to tilt Petra in that same fashion it did before it lashed out with the last gout of necrotic flame.
Nice. Kite rolls a 20.
It's noted. Prove yourself.
Ow.
How?
It kind of looks down to where the large monstrosity that sort of gouged out a piece of Petra had formed. But does nothing else.
Well,
Jacob, you're up. For the record, all of you heard that and sort of have that same mental ping in your head of what you need to do.
Oh, okay.
Kill the one that threw an axe at me?
That was a hell of a knife. That was a great axe.
That's what I said.
Yeah, a knife.
I said an axe.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to assume that Roan is moving at a slower speed because she hasn't been moving very fast lately.
I think she specifically moved to you.
Oh, is that what she's doing? Oh. Okay. Okay. I'll. The dash action and then go whoa as I see the skull.
It just looks like, the fuck is he doing? Everyone here is this guy really with y'all? You sure he's not from one of the other parties and y'all forgot to kill him?
Well, I didn't realize this hallway would lead to the same hallway. I was like, oh, it's a hallway. I want to run this way. Get away.
Alright. That brings us to Shiko, who can continue her witch bolt if she so desires.
The mental ping did say to kill the thing, right?
That's the best you can gauge. Kill, destroy, best in some way.
Okay, I continue.
I mean, you do continue.
Buzz, buzz, buzz. Little thrown off by the thing wanting me to kill it.
I mean, between that and almost having a haircut. Alright. End of your turn. Legendary action. It will move forward. 5, 10, 15.
I'm dead.
Morris!
Sorry, I was checking my range. I need to move a bit closer, and I will do. Okay, it's just out. I'll step 5 feet, and I'm gonna cast Bane. I guess I could see. Can I look around the corner at the time to be able to put Bane on both of them?
Do you want to put Bane on both of them?
It's not an attack, it just makes them less competent at it fighting.
I just need a yes or a no.
So the skull seems to be standing down and just watching us now?
So far, it's only been very reactionary to begin with.
Well, I didn't really see any of the earlier stuff.
True.
Yeah, I'll just take cover from the skull. We'll do Bane on the skeletal thing.
Charisma check. This is adorable. It rolled a -3.
Nice.
Yeah, go double check that action. Try to make sure there was a full action. Yes, it is an action to cast. Then I can give inspiration to Shiko. She can't use it to really defend herself with, besides a spell, but maybe she gets lucky.
I think
Go,
my
Shiko,
mage
go.
armor is still on, so
I believe that you can survive a little bit longer. That's my actions.
All right. So as your bane wraps around it, the creature's arm is already up, ready for the strike, and comes crashing down on the Shiko. That is a 13 after the D4, which rolled a 4.
that misses.
That's on the die for its modifier.
Oh. Fuck.
Worth a try.
It absolutely was. A 11 slashing damage.
I'm still alive this time. Barely.
Yay.
And it will turn and, a la football season style, go launching towards its new assailant. Which means, Shiko, if you want, you could make a melee attack against it.
I think if I do, I lose my spell.
Wouldn't. Well, I mean, you have the two-handed weapon, I believe, is your quarterstaff.
I have a crossbow and claws. I have a dagger, but it's not equipped right now.
I mean, you could, if you want to try and claw at this thing, totally will make
Okay.
it stop and turn around and punch you.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Like, no, get back here and fight me! No, I'm kidding. No, we're good. Bamaris, as the weight of your Song of Bane? Not sure, I can't remember which source your Bane's from. Makes its arm quite heavy. It smashes into the wall just above you, and you avoid a rather mighty blow. As it rolls a effective -2 on the die.
I mean, I want to mock him, but I kind of don't.
Petra.
That's me. So look at the skull, kind of give a little nod, say I'm sorry we got off on the wrong foot,
I don't have feet.
and then get down here and start punching.
First the hands, now feet. I should murder all of you.
Phrase.
That is a miss.
It
He's
blows.
such a hothead.
He uses his legendary accent to burn a line down that hall. The 21 and the 16 both hit.
How much damage?
Nice.
Is that what we're doing now? Every time someone makes a pun, the enemies get legendary
So far, it's
attacks.
only been you. It's just like been poorly timed. I have found the source of the pun. It must die.
Oh, that is a lot for me.
15 damage?
Yes, 16.
16. Yeah, I know how math works.
Who's taking damage?
The big bad spiky boy.
Okay.
That
Well,
brings
who's
us.
legendary?
Hmm?
Who's legendary action against?
There's no.
Oh, it was a joke. Okay.
I mean, a legendary action is about to happen.
Oh, okay.
In the dance of electricity that is wrapped around the boned figure, you can see the spikes and the it sort of break back down very briefly back to the dust that it had coalesced from, and spin rapidly. I need dexterity saves from both of you, both Morris and Petra.
Yeah, that's what I'm good at.
Okay, so it can't be me because I'm making puns at the skull. I'm making puns at the thing that's
The
attacking.
skull's more powerful.
Both of you survive, taking a whopping 2 slashing damage.
And this fight's getting out of hand.
The skull glares at Kite. You see, like in the flame, strike 2 get written. Roan, you're up. And
So
yeah,
if
for the record,
I,
Chico, it does not actually stop spinning.
when druid wild shapes, you get the speed of the creature you turn into, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna turn into a dire wolf so I can have 50 feet instead of 30 feet to move.
Okay. I like dashing for 100 feet per turn.
Is she gonna scream puppy power as she attacks?
No, but I have a feeling that Mars is not going to like this. Again, rotten,
I have turned into a dire wolf.
bony dog that comes ripping around the corner.
I didn't have to see the change. It's not as bad.
Look, I didn't turn into a bear this time.
Plus, she might just follow Jacob and just keep on going down the hall.
I'm waiting
don't
to see
know.
where she goes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 50.
And again, you're in character. You know where your target is. Where
Yeah.
lies your retribution? Also, this is my last candy corn. I'm a little upset.
Sadness.
Candy corn? It's not even Halloween yet. What are you, freaking degenerate?
It is September. It is Halloween.
It's been Halloween since January 2nd.
Oh,
And this year we have a blue moon
Sweet.
and an extra hour or 2 hours.
okay, yeah. I did
for
need to.
Halloween.
For a second, I was like, wait, do I even need to wild shape? Yes, I do.
I'm more concerned about the asteroid that hits right before the election.
And that's 50.
It's
And
tiny.
I bark at Jacob. Or you, wait.
Arr, 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 arr.
Why are you running the wrong way?
I'm running the wrong
What?
way. You're also running the wrong way. Is what I would say if I could understand wolf.
Kite, you will see as it comes to your turn. The skull does turn and look at the siblings as they're coming around the corner. He's like,
I like growling, but I'm obviously growling at Jacob.
How large is the direwolf?
It's at least person size. I believe it's actually a large creature, but I don't have room in that hall for you.
It is a large beast.
So you are actually
Like a
squished.
horse.
Because that is only a 5-foot hallway.
Oh, that's good that they didn't come back the other way.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Can I fit? What? Can I fit through the hallway?
You cannot fit through that hallway. You had to squeeze the rest of the way.
How is squeezing working in this?
It slows your movement.
Because
She would
if
actually be
it's
at the
going
top
to
of
be
the hall.
difficult for me to make it through the hallway, then I can turn to a medium beast and just be a regular wolf, I guess. That would put me at
Whatever
40
floats
feet.
your goat.
Regular,
Okay,
not a
yeah.
dire wolf, because I didn't know
No.
I'd have to squeeze.
Be a direwolf and I can ride you back into combat.
She can't fit through the hallway.
I can't
I
fit
can
through the
cast Long
hallway.
Strider on her.
I think technically
She's
you
squeezing
can, but
half
you move
speed.
at
I
half
can
speed.
launch right
Yeah,
on her.
you would be running at half speed through the 5-foot squares.
And you have disadvantage to attack.
Ooh.
Because I was already like, I mean, I was right here. So if I started to transform, that would put me like in, like trying to squeeze
5, 10,
along the
15,
corner,
20,
and I would have
25,
been like,
30, 35,
honestly, it's
40,
not going to
45,
work.
50 would have got you there into that first part of the room.
Because
Yeah,
it
probably not good,
because
yeah.
of the squeezing.
Yeah.
Because there are pillars right here, yes. So you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you take hard corners. Cool.
Okay, so I can't do the corners.
Yes,
So
what
about right here.
Yeah, I'll biggie size you now. Bloop.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I'm still a medium size.
Kite, you're up.
Okay. I give the skull a nod and run all the way down here. And that's all.
Okay. Y'all hear the clanking of armor coming up behind y'all?
It's like when Steiner's running around in Final Fantasy IX.
Oh, Corwin's asking is I can't I'm not retconning that, so I did get too big.
Correct.
Okay, I thought you were saying that I wouldn't have been able to do so because I couldn't fit.
Well,
Alright.
you could have
I
fit
am still a
here,
direwolf.
right? Then you would have squeezed your way up
Yeah.
and landed there. Because trust me, the difference between direwolf and wolf is actually rather substantial. Unlike going from baby bear to big bear.
Yeah, I got confused. I thought you were saying that I wouldn't have been able to do it because I wouldn't fit.
Alright, Alright, Jacob. You hear barking from down the hall.
Mm-hmm.
And the skull is turning to look at you very slowly.
Okay, well, I hear the sounds of combat, don't I? Right?
You hear the faint echoes, yes.
Okay. What is it to mount a large creature?
It takes half your movement without the combat mounted combat feat, if I remember correctly.
Is mounted combat a thing in 5th edition?
Yep. Because they have a whole feat for it. And a whole fighter subclass for it. And it's absolute garbage, because your mount fucking dies every 5 seconds. Or in this case, gets stuck in 5x5s.
Okay. I mount the direwolf with a dash. Can I do it with a dash action?
It's
in half speed.
Is there room to?
You can mount the direwolf though, because where you're going.
I say, ride back into combat, my faithful steed.
I like roll my shoulders so that one of my little direwolfy spikes would poke him in the butt.
You take 1 point of pun damage.
Dire creatures are spiky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't fun, but okay. I'll take the 1 damage. It's worth it.
Alright. That brings us
together, but okay.
to Schliko.
My turn again?
Sith Lightning, if you so desire.
Yeah, definitely gonna Sith Lightning. Did it go?
Does not appear to be the case. There he goes. For 5.
Yep, and I'm gonna step here.
Okay. All right, Maris. The creature
try
is now a spinning torrent of spiky bones in front of you.
I'm gonna try and walk away from it.
It actually does not obey you.
Okay. And then I mock it for falling apart before we even have begun to really assail it.
Rude.
Whopping 2 if it hits.
DC 13. It fails for 2 damage.
Yeah.
And disadvantage on its next attack roll. Anything else, sir?
No.
Alrighty.
Maintaining Bane. That's concentration, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Alright, top of its turn, Petra and Kite. Dexterity checks, please. Dexterity saving throws.
Yeah.
Heck.
That will be 8 points of slashing damage. As Petra, you're up.
All right, so I'm gonna punch it with an axe.
That will hit. For 6.
Yeah, it's just the one-handed. I don't know why it rolls at all. And then I'm gonna punch it with my bone hand.
Alright, this attack has disadvantage. An 8 will miss.
Okay, and then I'm gonna move behind Mars.
It's just the skull's like, the fuck are you doing? Kill it!
Don't worry
I
about
just
it.
became the meat shield.
I'm about to lose my head.
Alrighty,
I
Roan.
Coral, just for reference, if you want to move back to combat, I put a little mark. Yeah, good. Because I know she gets. Oh,
Oh, assuming she moves for 50, she
Alright.
would get back here.
Yeah. Reason. Making sure I don't squish him on the walls and or
Okay.
ceiling.
Move him up, so here. Let's see, advance, front. No, don't want to move my pillar. I want to move the murder wolf.
I just knocked the pillar down.
Okay, right onto your brother.
I'm riding her.
I know, but she knocked the pillar down. Alright, so that's your base movement.
Okay.
I don't think I can do anything in wild shape just yet.
I mean,
Dash.
you have your dash action.
Run, wolf, run.
Oh, these X's aren't more pillars or anything in the way?
You don't know what those X's are, except that they're markings that you every now and then see Mars put down on the
Oh.
traps he doesn't trigger.
Can I try to carefully step over the X's?
It'd be 2 dexterity saves. We'll do the first one, and we'll see the result.
Yeah. Just because I don't know what it is, but I see something there.
Well, those are
I mean, it
pillars.
could be something good, and I just don't want to trigger it yet. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
For the record,
well,
I also
one
need
good,
one
one bad.
from you as you were carried through, Jacob.
So we're both okay on the first one.
Yes.
Okay, because these are 10-foot hallways now.
The next one. 6 for Roan and a 21 for Jacob. Alright, so as the pillar comes slamming down on the wolf, who will make it this far, Jacob, you are flung to the wall. Relative soft landing.
Safely flung. Carefully flung as possible.
I mean, I was trying to get back into combat, so that's fine.
That's 10 points of bludgeoning damage, Roan. It would be 5
pillar
from your
falling down?
saves total, Jacob.
What happened? Is that the pillar or is that?
Those are
trap?
now 2 fresh pillars.
Uh,
I can now get rid of the
Supper's
X's.
not looking so hot.
Actually, my health is wrong. We leveled up 30.
As Morris and Shiko, you hear familiar slamming sounds.
And ow.
Guess they triggered it.
It's
No,
the best
they
way to
good.
find traps.
All right, that brings us to Kite.
Okay. Well. Is it? Okay, I just want to check.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use this to check in character. I want to use Divine Sense just to know if it's undead, if it still counts as undead, or if it's some kind of like elemental thing.
It is definitely undead.
Okay, then I will shove my hands into it and
Oof.
try to just blow off all my lay on hands on it.
All right, give me a dexterity save. And then the total of your lay of hands. All right, you grit your teeth out of habit more than anything as you slam forth the holy hand.
Oh, good
Let me
point.
check. Lay on hands.
Basically,
It's 15 healing.
15 total. Okay.
Mhm.
Duly noted. You see it waver significantly as you pump out your energies from yourself and into it.
Giggity.
I mean, you do physically have to grab its bone and lay your hand on it. Let's all have a chuckle. Ha ha ha.
Gee.
Just not the pointy bone.
Anything else?
No, I'll stay right next to it. Hope it attacks me.
Well, as your turn ends, it will shift back to its form. You'd imagine if it had a head, it'd be very angry, as there are like bits and pieces of bone that did not reform with it. And it is going to try and smash into you. That D4 is doing some work, but not quite enough this time, as 14 on the die pushes it just
With
over AC.
disadvantage?
With disadvantage.
Okay.
And I forgot the rules on Bless. Bless is
You
only
can add to your save, your attack, a d4.
Yeah, my save, my attack. Okay.
For 11 slashing damage. As
Okay.
Jacob, you stumble to your feet.
Cool.
This is okay.
I mean, I sent that message almost 45 minutes ago, Goal, but responding.
Jacob.
Oh yeah, is that a hint? That's my turn. Okay. Okay. All right. So I yell. Should we put them together?
No.
No.
The skull, even the skull's like, no. For the record, where a head should be, there's no like spine going up to like rest a head. It's smooth, just like at the collarbone. There's nothing that goes past.
I'll shoot out with my longbow. Well, first I will use one. Hunter's Mark. Okay, well, I guess longbow, 17 to hit, and the D4 is it's not just once, right? You can use it every turn until spell ends.
The D4 for bless. That's for
Bless.
yeah. That's
For attack.
on attacks.
Attacks, saves, skill checks.
So 19 versus AC.
That the 17 hit as a note.
Okay, I figured that one. And then Hunter's. Do you want me to reroll Hunter's Mark or
Ah,
56?
we'll run it.
Okay, and then where is it? Colossus Slayer because it's injured. Oh, that I need to add the code in there. Oh
and
wait,
put
I have a
and put a space between this extra.
yeah. Okay, so before any resistances or weaknesses it might have, that's
14
4,
damage.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, thank you.
All right.
It's been a while since I've been in school.
Well, it is pretty beat up, as I can likely say. It looks like most of you all are. Shiko.
My turn to shine?
I mean, or burn out. Who knows?
Yeah, I am on 1 HP.
This is where it just like metas and charges you again.
I'm at the point where I'm saying more puns for now.
Bzz, 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 bzz.
Seems I average 5 on that.
But it is still standing, teetering, but it has not fallen. Maris. It is
Jacob.
just now ripping its blade free from Kite.
Look out behind you. There's a dangerous creature. And then I mock the creature in front of us, clearly failing while spinning around. It will soon just crumple to the floor.
Do you mock it
I
viciously?
just want to point out, so far Bane has rolled on its D4 nothing but 4. It's been the most egregious use of Bane I've ever seen, and I love it. For another 2
I'll
damage.
try and get as much use as I can.
That's a fantastic spell.
I
Why
like
is he saying
people
he's
standing in
crumbling to
front
the
of him.
floor? Is he really injured?
Pardon?
Why does he say he's crumbling to the floor? Is he like dying or
It's
something?
this thing has taken a significant beating.
I am taunting and mocking him. The undead creature with no head, but it seems to be working. Ish. Yeah, I'm gonna back up some more. That's it.
Alright, well, it continues to try and lay waste to the adjacent creature, rolling its first attack with a 3 on the die with disadvantage. And then a 16 on the die with Bane for its secondary attack.
It misses.
That's on the die, darling. That's before modifier.
Oh. Heck.
Yeah. But that's fine, because it only hits you for 6 slashing damage with its secondary cut. Scrapes a large gouge out of the stonework just over your head before bringing the bladed arm down onto your other, now also injured shoulder.
My other head.
Yeah. That brings us to Petra.
Okay. What's the worst that could happen? Walk up to it, axe it in the face.
It has no face.
Hey,
Axe
can I
it in the
ask you
chest.
a question?
That's a crit.
Why is it not green?
I don't know. The virtual tabletop thing doesn't do green.
Stupid.
It's 15?
What's up with all those attacks?
It rolls all of them, but yeah, it's 15. So, Petra, appropriate that the one who started all of this, as you come hobbling to Kite's defense, bringing your axe down, how would you like to do this?
I mean, just gonna chop off its arms and then try and chop it in half.
So, you all watch as the axe settles about pelvic deep. The creature falls apart back to the dust from which it came. The skull, Morris, as you look over your shoulder, is just lingering, staring, just waiting.
Waiting. Waiting.
Yep, that is true, Coral. Odd shape.
I forget what my HP normally is.
7.
You guys are still in initiatives until such time as basically the round has come to a close and no one's done anything hostile to your new friend.
No. What's the Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy answer? Like 24 or 27?
42.
43?
42. That was it.
The answer to life, the universe, and everything. 42.
So, Roan, any actions? As you were just crushed by the ceiling.
How does the air smell?
You still don't have a sense of smell.
Do I smell danger?
You don't see danger.
I don't think danger has a smell.
Yeah, downside is you're still an undead puppy.
You're off my back now, right, Jacob?
Yeah.
I will unwild shape.
She'll only be riding on her shoulders.
Fortunately, Morris, as she goes the other way, and you get to see all slow off, you're around the corner and don't have to see any of it.
Yeah. Except maybe like a paw around the corner because I'm large. That's it.
Kite? You charge the skull.
I mean, she doesn't have a direct path, so she can't really charge it, can she?
As long as you run in a straight line at some point. I think the charger speed is like, you just have to move like 10 feet towards the enemy or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know anymore.
Does she have the charger feet?
I don't know.
You tell me you don't know the stats of all our characters are kind of deep?
I don't have it all memorized?
I barely have my own characters memorized. Like, hold up now.
Mood.
Like, I built like 10 characters while I was twiddling my thumbs at work today. Kite?
What? What's up?
Are you going to do anything?
Oh, no.
Okay. Jacob?
Let's see here. Where's the tool? Nah, I'll just reach over and pat Roan on the head. But, oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were like not looking at her. Like, oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were back. Like I thought she was so
Go to pat on her head, poke her in the eye.
Bony. Yeah, put a thumb in her eye socket. Oh, sorry.
I have antlers. You find an antler.
Alrighty, Shika.
Are they a decoration on my hood, or are they part of my head? No one knows, and I'm not sharing.
Shika.
They were talking. I didn't hear you say Shiko. I make a motion like I'm blowing smoke off my finger, like finger guns.
Is this the first combat you've not gone down in?
Yes. Since we've been
So,
undead.
so super cocky, just yeah. Alrighty. The only other two to ask, because they acted before such happened, Morris, Petra, do you do anything to the skeleton? Morris obviously gets act first. The skull.
I keep an eye on it. I move my head to match it, to mirror it, as it floats in the air.
It begins to float towards you.
I try to find a new bag.
Oof.
He tries to copy the skull, so it does like a somersault. He's like, match that mother.
Just
I
start
got
spinning
acrobatics.
quickly in a circle. Anyhow, so as combat fades, and I close the initiative track, even though I told myself I would not do so because it interferes with placement on things and stuff. Yep. Do. Oh, do.
Still see it.
I know you will still see
Good
it,
job.
but
Oh,
TLDR, there's a section on the stream that just has a little turn order.
cool.
But yeah, you are officially out of combat.
And the skull just
I am no
stays there.
longer large.
The skull will. I'm working on it. Basically, you all watch as the skull comes hovering in. It doesn't say anything to you. Just as it approaches, gives each of you a brief look before going and resting itself back on its pedestal.
High five? Oh, sorry.
Don't do that,
Does it
Hilarious.
I must say, like it's like right in the middle of all three of you when you say that, and just explodes. Like poor Morris once again
Did
had
you-
nothing to do with this.
I mean, he didn't help. Why does he get high nothing? Why does he get a high eye socket? He didn't help.
Oh, that went better than expected.
Yeah, but what do we gain out of all that? We just had a. This thing appeared. We fought it.
We proved to the skull that we are worthy.
Is there stuff in this room?
Yeah. By the way, there's equipment in the
Yeah.
room.
As you step in, you hear as she says "worthy," almost a laugh. That's still on debate.
Oh, you too,
What was the
Skeletor.
point of having us fight your giant skeleton thing?
You put me in a fucking bag.
Wait, who put
So
you
I
in a
just
bag?
quickly go and grab something that looks good and get my exit before it starts up again.
Yeah,
We meet in the same exact fight.
Just quickly loot and run.
But
Yeah, I need to find me a good shillelagh making stick.
here inside, you will find that there is a rack of weapons, a stack of armors, and even to the back, a chest that has not yet been opened. But even as it's clearly calming down, the green flame wreathing the skull settles back into the gemstones, and it falls inert on the pedestal.
So
Have a nap.
out of character, because I'm not dumb enough to do this in character. I put my finger close to it and I move it away. And I keep doing that. Go, I'm not touching, not touching, not touching.
So I was thinking if it's inert, instead of picking it up, why don't we just pry off the gems?
I feel like that would be a mistake.
I feel like
Yeah,
that'd be
it really
worse than
gets
what
me
I
like that.
did.
Mars, can you open the chest?
I mean, I was waiting for someone to say they're going to throw the skull and tell me to fetch while I was still a direwolf. So, could have been worse.
Playing keep away from the golem.
Fetch.
Oh Lord, you guys. Super Serial
No,
Campaign.
you.
Shove a
No,
Demilit skull
you.
in our sack like it's nothing.
I think we found the thief.
Morris, as you approach, the chest is indeed locked. But
Does
this
it
this
seem-
lock looks to be more ornamental. Like everything in here is beautifully presented.
Seeing Morse
I-
fiddle with a chest.
I check if there are any traps
All right, investigation.
by opening.
Just by opening it.
That's his trap checking.
I was about to say, yeah, it is the
I tried.
the Morris method of
Uh-huh.
trap
I
investigation.
did.
Morris, you are actually, and this is all honesty, you are confident that there are no traps aside from the skull right behind you covered in gems.
So it counts as a trap and a creature?
Yes.
The problem is if it's classified as a trap, that means I'm most likely triggering it.
Why do you think I took a
It's
step out
like-
of the room?
It's like, how do I open this chest? I don't know. Let me grab the skull and beat it on the lock.
Petra already triggered it, so
I'm going back to my corner where I was going strong again.
But you are able to open again. It's very ornamental, more just there to be there lock. It does not give you any trouble. Inside, you find a stack of scrolls, very well preserved, and a 1.5 foot long rod that seems to be twisted of some ivory material. As you don't have a light source in here. The best you can gauge, there's a definite pattern to it, but without light.
I mean, if he says I need light, I will help.
Can classes that just know spells, they don't use a book, learn new ones off of scrolls?
No, the only ones that can learn off of scrolls are wizards.
Okay.
And as far as utilizing scrolls, if the spell is on your spell list, you can use the scroll. As the rules is written, but that's no fun because it takes forever for a rogue to be able to do rogue stuff, which is use magic items. So there's just going to be an Arcana check for non-users. Keep with the old flavors that I'm more familiar with. And all of a sudden, oh dear God, light! You are all covered in fairy fire. You may attempt your dexterity save if you would like to avoid it.
I'd hear someone like, it's dark, so poof.
Oh,
What color is
Morris! Wait, bless?
Oh, true.
Are we considered objects? This is any creature, though.
Because it also counters invisibility.
13.
Yeah.
What's your DC,
If I still have
Roan?
less. First level. 13, 14.
Dexterity saving throw, so
You want it to be 13, Morris. You want it to be 13.
12.
I figured it's in that range.
No, what is your spell DC?
10 plus your
Oh, that's
casting ability.
I saved
Yeah,
save
plus
DC
two.
and spell DC.
spell save DC.
Oh, there. That's great. There's my crit.
Yeah.
So,
Use the saving throw.
was it 8 plus proficiency plus casting mod?
I think.
Correct.
So for you, 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom.
Proficiency should
Yeah,
be
12.
2.
12's right.
Okay. Then,
I said 12 with a question mark. but
just waiting on Shiko, but so far only Kite is covered in fairy fire.
I was asking what.
Oh wait,
color
no,
it was.
that's right. Bless, you're good.
I mean, I wasn't purposely trying to trigger anybody. That's why I like threw it just like on a brick so there'd be light to see.
Oh, it's
So
it's
I
an
don't care if
AOE.
y'all shook it off.
I
know.
What were you asking, Shiko?
Color
What color? What is?
fairy fire. It's blue, green, or violet.
You don't know until it lands on you.
Kite's church. Kite's choice.
It's not Kite's
Blue.
choice. It's Roan's. So it's blue.
Oh, Roan cast it. Okay.
Well, there's
Okay.
3 colors, so I rolled it easy.
Turns green. The skull gets pissed. Like, that's my color, damn it!
Uh,
Well, we're on your side now.
can we even
Green
see
color.
color?
With the light, you now can.
Oh,
It's all cast
Everything
in a
is
shade of
blue.
blue. But with the flicker of light smacking into the smattering of objects around, the rod has a runic pattern written in Elvish. Yeah,
Anybody speak Elvish?
like if I remember correctly, I think only one person here speaks.
I do.
Yeah, that was too basic for me.
Oops. Well, I mean, there you go.
Well, I'm a
I had
half
other
elf.
fun choices.
We're a half elf.
I still am.
Oh,
I'm
really?
just a half elf skeleton now.
Yeah, still.
Yeah, basically, hold up. Can anybody read this? It looks fancy. Fancy writing. Nice script.
Finally get to be useful.
I mean, you've been the muscle for the party as well. As now
Oh,
you
yeah.
have murdered at least 2 undead things by exploding it.
I'm just saying that, and your lay on hands has been pretty brutal.
I mean, in before she says, "Oh yeah, let me see," and he hands it to her, and she just puts it in her pocket.
Before reading it out loud, Kite, you recognize that there is a activation word for a magical item. You're not sure what it would do.
Oh. I'm guessing it's some kind of magical rod, and if we say the word, it's going to cast the spell. I think.
What's
I would
that?
definitely agree to that much. Just gotta figure out what it actually does. About
Okay, so should I
if
go
you
into
say the
hall
word without
first?
holding the rod, maybe the word gives some clue as to what the spell is.
Okay, what does does the word say?
Vengeance.
They literally just wrote the password on the magic item.
Just this password. This isn't a very safe password.
It's like someone that writes their password to their computer on their computer desk.
Like Among Us, where you have the today's passcode is like, why is this on a sticky note next to the keypad?
Right.
I've seen it happen.
Likewise.
Can we Arcana to figure out what the spell is?
You can attempt to. It will take some time. But otherwise, throughout the room, again, there was the great axe that was thrown at Shiko. It's now kind of where Roan is sitting. There appears to be a brace of battle axes that are a pair, rested on an exquisite stand of some now carbonized wood. There is also looks to be a bow, a long bow, made of some strange, weird with the blue lighting, so it gives off this yellowish, greenish twist to the light around it.
Ooh, I'll take that.
And yes, Chico, if you utilize a scroll to put it into your book, the scroll is used.
Thank you.
As well as there appears to be an empty, like a dagger belt.
I stole the bow.
The ranger's just glaring at you.
Wait, there's a bow?
No.
For the record, I hope someone was writing that down.
I go to take the dagger belt.
No. I would ask the ones if they found a club or a quarterstaff that they don't mind me having.
What kind of bow is it?
It's a longbow. That's all you know. It's a longbow that is too big to hide as a note.
Yeah, so you totally just see me putting a long bow in my back.
I just look at her like I'm hold my hand out like, excuse me, I'm the ranger. I'm the
You
bow
use-
user here.
You use crossbows.
No, I don't.
Sure you do.
Tell you what, give me that bow and I'll give you my bow.
Is it also a longbow?
Yeah.
No, you can have the fancy one. I'll take a normal longbow.
So, congratulations, you get a longbow with a string. You give him a longbow without a string.
Oh crap.
Nice.
I'll trade back.
Okay, we'll trade back.
I mean,
I'll get the fancy
Is there a
longbow.
bowstring anywhere?
you don't see even looking at this bow. You do not even see a notch for a bowstring.
Hold up. So I
think
take
it
the.
might-
I look at the bow. I look at the longbow that, or whoever it was gave me. What was she? Who was it?
It's a the shape of it is relatively plain. Yes, Morris. Like there's no intricate patterns or anything like that, but it's well weighted. It's well balanced in your hand, and where you would normally bend and slip the hoops for your bowstring, there's no little slits. And yet, for the record, Shiko or not Shiko, but Roan, you would see that there are is a you're not sure what wood it is because it's again more or less carbonized from being here for bloody ever.
I don't think it matters as long as it don't like fall apart.
I try to pull back an invisible string on the bow and knock a real arrow in the invisible string and try to fire it.
You feel your current understanding of this weapon lacking.
So do you want to trade back?
Wait, this isn't a bow B-O-W. It's a bow B-O, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a longbow.
I go into
Yes!
the-
I was running this game for so long. I'm like, he's gonna notice eventually, right? He's gonna notice eventually.
I tried to say something, but everybody was talking.
To be fair, I think I specifically asked for the longbow.
I know it is long and it is a bow. I'm well aware.
Take my bow back.
I don't know.
I
we
like
agreed
just go
to
up to you
trade.
and take it.
And I don't have any weapons.
I'll give you a
bow.
longbow.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, do you
that's so
fight
nice of
me
you.
for it? If I just yank it from you?
So
I was going to suggest you use the useless longbow with no string as a staff. So you can go on that somehow eventually.
for the record, it is a bow. B-O.
That's okay. Road one.
I
he wants
laugh-
to break it
I-
in half and use it for shit later.
Up my
What was that?
nothing.
What?
Nothing.
It's on record.
Nothing.
You'd have to go back and rewind and everything.
I watch almost every session at least once.
There's no proof.
Have fun.
So is there a BOW in the room other than the
What are the
one that?
stats for a bow? Just a quarterstaff?
It would be a quarterstaff, yes.
So I can add it.
Aside from what was listed, you'd have to actually dig through the pile of stuff, i.e., investigation.
I'm gonna start sensing magic as well.
Yeah,
Does the
sure.
staff feel magical at all?
Does the quarterstaff feel magical? Yes.
So +1.
You don't know yet.
I guess.
You have no. You
Okay.
guys have no idea what any of this does. But with the bless would be over by now, for the 1 minute time sifting through.
Also, does that even count for skill checks?
Yes, ability checks.
Okay.
But Petra, you do find a short bow as all that is currently there. There are no arrows, no quiver found.
Clarification: BO or BOW?
My humor voice is off. She just an
I
actual
see.
short bow.
Okay, well, I'll leave it and kick it.
But
Do you want to use my crossbow?
No, I'm only trained in longbows.
Oh.
oh, is that your other Kensei?
Yeah.
Your GM will keep that in mind next time he rolls loot.
Can I see if this dagger holder is like magical?
Do you shove it in Morris's face while he's sifting through armor?
No.
He's got the special eyes going.
Morris, unless
Moth,
active
he's just gonna
magic.
wave it.
It's just everyone just like shoving things at you.
Wait, his eyes can see magic?
Yeah, he casts detect magic.
Yes, I shove it in his face.
Okay. Long story short, Morris, you do find a what looks to be a set of very well made chainmail, like a chain shirt. That surprise, surprise, is significantly lighter than you would expect from something of its size and make. And most notably and most broken, because again, I'm not re-rolling this loop. You do find a set of plate mail.
Plate?
Yeah, because that is that's what rolled.
I would say we shove that at our resident paladin.
I was gonna say, isn't that a kite thing? A paladin? Kite paladin?
It's a very kite thing.
That's for the record, it is magical. Otherwise, you find non-magical leathers and very very well preserved, and even like still have their oils and whatnot, which would replace any scraps and the like.
Is the chain shirt magical as well, or it just seems
Yes.
lightweight? Okay.
Wait, that is its magical property. Cough, cough. You, as adventurers, you would probably know this offhand as just a mithril chain shirt.
It shines blue and white light.
Yeah, it's cliche, but
What is mithril
Mithril is
do?
magical by default in 5th? Huh.
yeah, it's considered a quote enchantment.
Does that make it light armor?
No,
I have to go back and look. I haven't looked at it.
no, it just makes it
chain
Not
lighter.
helpful. Okay.
Chain shirts are light armor.
Are they?
I was referring
It
to
might
the
be helpful
mithril
to me.
property.
Yeah, because I'm
Okay.
wearing a chain shirt. I'm a medium.
I believe chain shirts are medium off head top.
Yeah, because I think Rangers use.
I feel sorry for anyone who's like just tuning into this and all they are is like, oh god, it's a D&D shopping session, run!
Doesn't Mithril also ignore the dexterity property of
Yes.
medium armor?
Mithril's like, it's pretty good. It's no adamantine, but it's pretty good.
I'll only take it
Probably
if nobody
good.
else wants.
I need to look at the specific. If it's doesn't
It-
hinder me, I'll wear it.
It thinks it's light armor without actually being light armor.
I mean, when you have negative strength, Mithril's the way to go. Just saying.
Why would somebody have negative strength? Stuff is normally just heavy.
Dice rolls. That's my answer.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever it is, I can help piece out what's magical out of the weapons we found.
I hold up the leather
staff
belt.
is the bandolier, the dagger brace is. It looks like it would hold 4 daggers.
I put one dagger in it.
Nothing happens. It's almost like most magical items require attunement. And the battle axes no one has touched are both magical.
The pair.
The pair. You will know as you look at them. One has an evocation enchantment on it, and the other has an abjuration enchantment on it.
Oh, actually, if unless someone else would also benefit from this, actually wearing the chain shirt would actually increase my AC by 1. Magical one, the mithril one. I
Okay,
can give
so
Sam
so
my
so
chain shirt.
so far, Morris has said if it doesn't hinder him. You guys have not
Okay.
checked it for its full set of properties as of yet.
I'll ask Merce if he wants to trade chain shirts.
It is worth noting that Kite now has an extra chainmail. It's not chain shirt though; it's medium armor. No, it's heavy.
Yeah, I would say
Oh,
it's
so
a full set of chainmail. It's heavy.
Yeah, I can't wear metal, but I have leather armor on me, so I'm not armorless.
Yeah, if there's fresh leather armor, just kind of there for anyone who wants to get rid of the scraps they've been wearing.
If no one else will do it, I will, since y'all
Hey.
can wear metal.
Said it what?
But this 5e isn't like 3.5 where you actually lose your attack roll bonus from dex, is it?
No.
If you're
If
not
you're wearing
proficient.
medium armor.
You get disadvantage if you're wearing armor and proficient. Petra, you're asking a question as well.
I just get a nicer battle axe.
You're just taking one of them.
There's more than one.
It's a pair
It's a
that are like they're sat crossed on a bit like a carbonized wood stand on
Heck yeah, I
display.
get two.
We can each take one.
Heck yeah, I take two. I'm kidding, not sure.
Working with Morris, do you try to make sure you pick a specific one?
Does one look magical and the other doesn't?
Both of them have magical, but they have 2 different enchantments.
One is evocation, the other is abjuration.
I want the evocation one.
Okay.
And then I'll tune to it immediately.
The skull's over here like, just take your fucking loot and go. Dear God, people, why are y'all still in my room? But long story short, is this where you guys are going to like hole up, take time to attune / identify? I don't think anyone here has identify yet.
I do not.
Yeah, I need at least a short rest so
Um,
I can get more wild shape
I would.
because I know Marcus loves it.
do
I
you
would
have the
appreciate-
pearl, Shiko? Without that pearl, you can't cast identify.
You would
Shit.
appreciate what, Kate?
A long rest, because I am at 4 health.
I am at 3.
You have hit dice left?
Yeah, but let's just take a nap. What's stopping us from taking a nap?
I mean, a long rest isn't a nap.
We're undead.
I
Everything's
mean,
a
I
nap.
don't care.
If you do during taking at least a short rest, you would gain 5 additional hit points. As I don't remember what instrument I play anymore. Makes music.
Clearly you just pull a ribcage xylophone out.
I do drums.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It's just so tempting
Marimba.
just to use the skull.
Yeah,
Sound.
please.
No, he has all of us sit in a circle and.
We have-
Kumbaya, my
I don't know,
lord.
like, we have a lot of people who are really low health.
Got
Yeah.
cut.
I was trying. I'm not gonna lie. I
Okay,
really
use
wanted to
these
try
and
and get
take 'em.
someone to 2
Take
hit
'em.
points because I got 1, 3, and 4 here on my screen. Like I just needed 2. I needed 2. I think the wolf was sitting at 5 in wolf form.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, we got 2 votes long, 3 votes long.
Yeah. Yeah, long.
Okay, majority voted long. I mean, other than you only get so many per 24-hour period.
Mhm.
Do you intend? Don't hit your long rest button yet, Missy. You have to finish the long rest. You all set up a
Oh,
guard.
what's the button do?
It if you have it,
I'm
It sh-
almost full. I can see
Oh,
guard.
okay.
Yeah.
It resets your spells.
spells hit. It should reset hit points.
Oh, okay. I know. I thought I had to do them all manually. Okay.
But yeah,
I
I can
watches
take a
and whatnot.
watch.
Okay, I hear one watch from Rome, one watch from Jacob, one watch from Morris. That will cover the first watch of y'all just kind of chilling. I'm assuming those are attempting to attune to their items, because it takes it 1 hour
Get the item.
to do so.
Can you attune while taking a watch, or do you have to be focused on it?
I mean, you won't be able to do it during your watch explicitly because it's that is your action, but it can be done during a rest.
Okay. I'll try and figure out my quarterstaff special.
Duly noted, Kite. And duly noted, Petra. And duly noted, Roan.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if Shiko is sleeping, I could use some of the time to. I guess if attuning to the. It was a large quarterstaff that had the activation.
No, it's
word
a
on it.
rod. The
Oh, yeah, okay, it
ivy
was short.
ivy
It was a
rod.
rod.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try
Which you recall
to
the
see if I
word
can-
was revenge in Elven.
So yeah, to see if I can figure out what it is, what might happen.
Okay. You're gonna get a blurb over on. It's gonna come out probably very poorly. Is how copy paste does, but it's gonna be over on Discord.
And Jacob, I assume I'm taking the armor. I mean, I think I've ended up normally closer than you have, since you have long
fair.
range. I haven't been able to find what mithril armor is yet.
That's fair.
Those wise,
Cool.
but I'll try it
Yeah,
on.
I figured as much.
check it
That's
out.
why I said I pop off a pinky toe, attune to it, then pop it back on.
Yeah, like just trying to make sure we're spreading stuff out well.
That's fine. I already have a chain shirt. The only benefit I'd get was an extra 1 AC from being mithril.
Yeah, I know it's better armor for me. It's a bit heavy, but this one might be light enough
Yeah.
that I'm okay with it.
Yep.
All right. So, middle of the night. This would be about towards the end of the second watch. Kite, I need a series of 3 Constitution saving throws as you put the armor on.
Oh no.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, that was the cursed armor. You weren't supposed to wear that one.
That's the revenge.
Did I say that out loud? Look at that.
Kite, you can now not take that armor off.
But it's,
And you
do
are
have
now
to take
glowing
armor off
red,
in the rest?
Oh hell yeah.
as in producing light. So you're already not stealthy, but
Yeah, but do I get a circumstance bonus to intimidate?
you don't know. What you do know is that this is a +1 set of plate mail, and you're fairly sure you are under the effects of a curse.
Well, I kind of figured I was already under the effects of a curse being a fucking skeleton.
Fair. Fucking y'all get high enough level to cast remove curse, just kill each other.
We're finally free.
The poor person who was casting it is wait a whole day to kill themselves. Floating skeleton
it's
skulls like,
something.
are you sure you want to do this? Like, fuck you, man. You don't have no hands. But needless to say, yeah, no. Otherwise everything else goes pretty all right.
Yeah. Do the watch people need to do perceptions or?
nothing of note occurs.
Okay.
It's almost like y'all are so far interacting with the only other creature on the floor.
All right.
Okay. Well, apparently,
More than happy with that.
mithril chain shirt doesn't really differ from a normal chain shirt.
No, it
other than
literally
weight
just
thing.
makes it lighter.
Yeah. Ordinarily gets rid of the stealth penalty.
I believe it does do that as well. Let me double check here.
But it doesn't have a stealth penalty anyway, so affect that in. It also gets rid of the strength requirement, but it doesn't have a strength requirement, so it doesn't affect it either.
What I find interesting is it specifically says the strengths, like if it's dexterity.
Doesn't change dexterity modifier.
Yeah, if it had a
That's what I'm
strength,
looking
if
for.
basically with mithril plate, you would be able to wear it without having to have the like I think it's like 15 strength minimum to wear it.
Or splint or chainmail.
But
Well, I guess what I find it interesting. So if you wear armor that you lack proficiency with, you have disadvantage on any ability check, saving throw, or attack roll that involves strength or dex. Mithril is only removing disadvantage on stealth.
No, does it?
yeah, that's
No?
removing if like
Yeah.
the armor has a stealth disadvantage built into
I
it.
gotcha.
That's what it's removing. If you're not
So it's
proficient with
still-
it, it's still disadvantage.
Scale mail, half plate, ring mail, chain mail, splint mail, plate mail. Those are the only ones with stealth.
It doesn't make noise as you walk.
Yeah, but if you're not proficient with medium armor, then it's
No
still
good to
a
you.
no-go.
Yeah.
I'll check.
As far as I'm reading.
But
I'm
for the
not
record,
reading in
does
the
not
book
require attunement.
It wouldn't really benefit me either. Just look nicer.
So
It's
if
still
we're
nice, I don't want
attuning
that
to
to
our item, do we still do that even if we don't know what it does?
Well, without the identify spell, that's the only way you can really figure out what it does. As you don't have a whole bunch of like
do
books
I even,
of lore.
If I even,
I'm
say I don't even know for I haven't gotten the information that it might have some effect on it. Just holding it, just all of a sudden I'm like, oh hey, I feel something.
You spend basically attuning is you spend about an hour or so studying and going over the item and basically trying to find the word of power for activatable items, stuff like that. And you get a base understanding of the at least positive effects of the armor. Like Kite's aware that armor it protects real good. She's not sure what the negative effects are, but she's pretty sure. Wait, like she went to go pull the helmet off, and like, guys, I'm RoboCop now.
You're under arrest.
Essentially,
So I might not know what my staff does until like I feel something, but then I might not know for sure until I like hit something with it and they explode or whatever.
Info is coming. I'm sending it to y'all eventually. There's a lot of magic items here, guys.
You also wouldn't even know it was magical.
I'm just wondering, like, just like in general, how this process works.
Well, dude, put me down. I'm the law. Leah has the best pick.
Corn, in case you didn't see chat, I'll set the chain shirt over by you. It's not going to help me because it's still medium armor.
I mean, it's a little bit lighter than mine, so I guess I'll take my armor off and wear that.
I mean, in theory, it's more durable.
Not really more durable. Oh,
Put me down. I am the law.
Yeah.
Law.
But for this, your estate kite plus 1 plate mail is what you'll put on.
Cool.
Because you don't get to know the entire stat block. Wahaha. What else am I missing? Y'all attuned to both axes, correct?
Correct.
Alright, going to shorthandies because it's taking Blade forever to pull. Should have made pictures of them, but it's like, things keep happening.
I didn't. Luckily, it whispered it. I wear the mithril chain shirt and toss my old chain shirt into the pile.
Your contribution to the armor exchange program for test subjects has been noted.
By the way, if anybody needs an extra set of leather armor, say it. Had it here.
I pulled a set from here.
Only wimps
We already
use
talked
armor.
about how like all our stuff that we're wearing is kind of like ratty and stuff. So the stuff that we found here is better. So I took the nicer armor that was here.
I mean, we're skeletons. I think we're past the point of trying to look fashion.
I look very
I'm
fashionable.
gonna say,
I look like my
so
picture.
too.
Speak for yourself.
Oh yeah, let me put some makeup on.
I mean, I would feel safer with armor that is all in one piece and not shredded. Just saying. I know it don't change the AC,
You're wrong.
but don't make me eat you.
Stop changing to decomposing bears and ripping your armor apart. Maybe it won't be so bad.
My material items do not transform with me, so
Like, get
it doesn't
absorbed
matter
in.
what they look
The point is just stop.
Says more.
That's what the
No,
third
but
the
that's
third
right
person
on
on
the
watch
metal.
hears.
I was like, the point is, I have the point because I turn into things that are pointy.
If you had lunch today, Mars, I think you would have lost it at least twice this campaign.
I mean, like, personally, I would much rather go back to the way it used to be, or just like turn into a wolf or bear or something. But we are skeletons. Shit's kind of off the rails as it is.
Okay, I just looked up the bear on Annihilation because I didn't look at it. Watched the movie with her. Fucked up.
And I finally watched the movie and I made everybody turn all the lights off and stuff. I was like, quiet. I want to watch
Yeah.
this in the dark. This looks cool.
Is that a
I watched
human
it.
skull on the side of the bear?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Off head top. Yeah, I think everyone grabbed all the magical stuff.
I think so.
I think you handed Shiko the scrolls. The
Yes.
Kite and Petra picked up the axes. The 3 sets of armor and the bow staff. Am I forgetting something?
Does Roan like crack
And
the
the bracer.
staff in half? Try to use it as like a...
No, I just use it as a regular, whatever size it is.
Well, for the record, when it finishes the tuning, it shrinks to Roan size. That's the beauty of magical items. They adjust to the user size.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's
Yes, if I had been like a pixie or something, it would have matched.
You also said there was a bandolier, right?
That's the dagger belt.
Okay.
But yeah, have fun with that. If you didn't see it, I sent it to you over
Also
Discord.
cursed.
No, I sent it on Discord.
Quote Roan.
Alright. Is there anything I didn't confirm for you all?
You said you sent it in a Discord?
Direct message.
Yep.
Probably.
I think Discord message. I probably forgot to send yours. Juggle.
Yeah. I
So,
don't see.
did we get the long rest now?
Yes, you'll wake. For the record, Peter, you'll wake up with Kite just glowing differently.
If it weren't for the fact that we are skeletons, I would ask a question. you're positively glowing. When's the baby due? Oh wait, skeleton.
Skeleton baby.
It's a good thing none of us was pregnant before.
How do you
Otherwise, there'd be a floating baby skeleton.
I think it'd just be dead.
Could have been taken away as an experiment. All you have to do is reach into the
Petter,
stomach
are you
cavity, grab it.
okay?
Now I think about it, that would have been a pretty fucked up like bond or personality trait or something. I was pregnant before I was a skeleton. Yikes.
I just wish I could find this video or a GIF where it's like talking about men and women and how the size of shape of your hips helps with giving birth to a baby. It shows like a little CGI skeleton. One's male, one's female, and dude throws a baby doll at the male. It like goes straight through the hips, and then it throws one at the female, and it gets stuck, and then it starts freaking out and flail its arms and running around. So the baby doll's stuck in its hips. Like this is why we have different hip sizes for babies.
Okay. All right.
I guess that's all the things you have to see.
But everything's squared away, I think. Mark question. For the record, Petra, you also wake up with the skull that wasn't looking at you is looking at you. Pretty sure there's some disapproval.
Why is it looking at me?
You know why.
I didn't do anything.
You know why.
Alright, guys, we need to get out of here and get ahead of this curse.
There's a large room on one of the hallways to get here. Didn't have a check out what's in there. Somebody started screwing with his skull.
I glow.
Please don't touch the skull again. We already pissed it off once. It won't forgive us the second time, probably.
So where do y'all go?
Well, have a look in here, I guess.
Okay. So, as you arrive and work your way up the hallway, Kite, you see there are scattered pillars throughout the hallway that don't really fit the rest of the architecture. Almost like they fell into place. I wonder why. You even kind of like barely see the little scratch marks Morris left to say, "Hey, don't step here," with a mossy paw print standing right on top of it.
Look, I tried to get around it.
But
We should watch out for whatever made that paw print.
there is right here a door with a lock.
Well, as a matter of fact, I just got a brand new key.
Is it really considered new at this point?
I have a key as well.
Wasn't it? Y'all used one of the keys to get to the fire room, if I recall correctly.
I think I
wait,
got a
That's
key.
not what I was talking about.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a key from the fire room.
I got. Okay, yeah, but like I got the better key, the battle axe.
I mean, you're welcome to try.
No, I'm okay. I'm not that dumb.
I'll try the key on the door.
Just kind of slide your hand through her ribs, like, please don't, please no. Y'all are gonna get the repair bill at the end of this campaign. The real curse. Did the rest of the party go with the two of them?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I was gonna say they're leaving us on our own devices again.
Yeah, y'all saw
Like
what
we
happened
saw
last time.
At
I
this
mean,
point, it's almost their fault.
my computer's frozen for viewing the map, but yes.
Okay. All right. So, Petra, you step in. I believe you're the one with the fire key.
Yeah.
And the door, as you set the key in, give it a turn, just like actually no, Kite, you don't have an actual key. It's Morris who has the top half of the key. As you turn, much like Morris's, the top half of the key snaps off, and the red lines there, actually sink into the ground, almost like flowing lava. Oh, let me get to my doodle pad page, where you can see. Come on, work with me here. That is, what?
That's a line.
Yeah, that's. I'm over here trying to draw a circle, but
It's
okay,
a long line of lava.
right? Let's try this again. I lost my square. Jesus Christ. There we go. There. 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 Alright, Petra, if you could step back so I can get rid of that red line. Thank you.
Didn't even put myself there.
I know, but I put you there so you were there. It's tiny, tiny line! Alright, so as the wall finishes its molten escape, the hall is now full of light, as the yellow implies. Lightning is bouncing, and what appears to be just random leaps and hops across the entirety of the room from this sideways smiley face. It was mildly intentional. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, gonna step in and look around. And hide my broken key.
So sleight of hand as your party comes up behind you. Okay. The benefit of, I'm assuming you grabbed a fresh set of leather, so you weren't naked still.
I have common clothes.
Ah. Regardless, your newfound not scraps. You find hey, look, it's got pockets. For the record, Shiko, yes, you should have hit the long rest in case you don't want to be sitting at one hit point still.
Oh, I hit it on my character sheet, but my token doesn't seem to match.
Yeah, it sometimes does, sometimes doesn't. But yes, stepping aside, Petra, you're pretty sure you can take easily another 2 steps without any risk. But that is where like a large bolt is constantly bouncing back and forth. The bard, you'll catch there's almost a tune to it, but not one you would tap your foot to. It's pretty awful.
So what do we
So,
think, friends?
Yeah, my question exactly. Is there a door
Wait,
all the way
we
across?
think?
There's no door.
Oh, why are we here?
There might be a thing in here.
Let's see. I see is that Jacob, Morris, Petra that are now in the room. You can see in the brief moments where there is no arc across a key sitting in what looks to be a constant electrical discharge and that large shape in the middle. Upon closer examination, now that you are in the room, the base where the bolts are lancing back and forth appear to have some sort of rudimentary dial or turn wheel.
They are bouncing back and forth between the circles, like vertically.
Horizontally. The two. So as a note, the ones immediately in front of Petra are about 10 feet up, and the ones further beyond are about 20 feet up, and they go in no set pattern. As of this moment.
How fast is the interval between arcing?
It's
Is it pretty quick, or is it like pretty slow enough that you could probably turn a dial before you ain't out in time?
the dials are low enough that so long as you're not clad in full metal, you should have no problems.
I think that was a hint.
Yeah. Is
That
mithril
somebody's
considered
gonna get
standard
electrocuted.
metal? Does
Judith
mithril
glad
conduct
she doesn't wear
electricity?
metal.
Let's find out.
Who knows? That might be the other perk of your armor is electric resistance. Go test it. Go on. It's fine.
No, I
I
think
don't like
all
why
it
you said that.
does
I don't like your tone of voice.
Yeah, it's fine.
is make me way more intimidating with my scary red glow.
Call you Sparky for the rest of your life.
No.
Which won't be long.
Well, what do y'all do? No one has actively investigated. Hint, hint, cough, cough. So
I'm
what you
staying
got is
out
what
of
you've got.
frame.
I'm stuck
Yeah.
outside of the room.
You can walk through allies, Shiko. So you now see everything that they have seen.
I'm moving up to investigate.
Okay.
I
Looks
go
like
along
Petra
the
did.
walls and feel along the walls, see if there's anything. With a 5, I have not rolled a successful.
The two of you kind of fiddle around for a little bit. Morris, it's touch and go where you keep every time you want to reach out for the dial. There's that little bzz, and you kind of take a step back. Yeah, maybe. But what you can gauge is that the turn wheels, these sort of again rudimentary dials, appear to be set in tuned to no. I'm checking languages here. To a language that apparently no one here speaks.
It
I
does.
lie. That
What?
the person in full metal speaks.
Is
Ooh.
it goblin?
No.
What seems related to a language?
There are these dials or churn wheels that are on the posts that the electricity is arcing around.
Oh, I've got writing on them.
And they appear to line up to some degree, almost like a gauge.
Give me 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was
I
about
can
to
figure this out.
say.
Jacob thinks back. Were there any arrows in that room we were? All the way.
In what hallway?
This room here, the skull.
No. That was actually explicitly said.
Probably should. Okay.
There was no quiver, no arrows. There was a short bow. That Petra was like, meh.
It's stupid and stinky.
Um,
What's your intelligence score?
Okay,
No.
does it look like an upside down G?
Does it look like an upside down G? No. For the record, you'll have 10 minutes while your ritual casters are ritually casting it. I'm also trying to double check ritual casting rules because I think it has to. Shiko, I believe, can just do it out of her book, but I'm trying to double check yours, Morris. I don't think it affects you because I think you always know it, so you get to ritual cast it. And it's only like druids and clerics who kind of get get the shaft of it has to be prepared.
I'll lean against the wall and cross my femur.
I thought the point was that you don't have to prepare it to ritual cast.
You're a wizard, right?
If
Yeah.
a cast
Yeah,
takes a slot or
you
not.
have the book that you physically are reading the ritual out of. Druids and clerics, your prepare casters, they can only cast rituals they actually have prepared that day.
So
So
they have to look it
they
up
can
at-
cast it without slots, but they have to have the spell in their head because they have access to their full list. So 10 minutes goes by, and both of you suddenly are able to read Gnomish, the most popular of language.
You
Oh,
can already read no. Oh no, that's Dwarvish.
I would
and
say only one person here, 2 times in a row now, was able to read the language.
I can read all the other little people language.
But they are set. Almost all of them say low to high in some degree. Be right back, grabbing snack. Bring enough for everyone. Or else.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I don't have anything I can do right here. I'm just kind of. I don't really speak any languages, have any magic, have any skills really. I'm just gonna sit here and cross my ulnas and wait.
Well, I mean, if we can
What?
read it, we can share what the words are.
Correct.
It's puzzle.
So, you got plenty of like whiteboard space over there. If you'd rather it be actually like whiteboard, let me know and I'll adjust accordingly, rather than being on the grid, because I'm sure that you're going to want to write some of this down. In fact, I'll just go ahead and knock that out now. So, just give me 1 second. There, there's your whiteboard. And for the sake of my sanity, I'm going to refer to them as 1, 2, 3, and 4.
So the one in the middle's not one.
The one all the way against the wall is the what appears to be the end point, and that's where the key is.
What is that thing?
I didn't do that. I think Mars just happens to have a very similar color to me.
It's a dial. As I
It looks like a
failing. Yeah.
fish, almost
Scribbling.
like a fish head on a plaque. Am I the only one that sees that?
I see it now.
Is it a Billy Bass? Is that his bard instrument?
Oh God.
Don't worry, be happy.
Haven't heard that reference in a while.
That's the one. The little fish I've always seen sing.
So I'll use a different color. We'll use blue because red and blue. Set there. Set there. Set there. Set there.
Oh, okay. So this is like a line or a curved line.
Yeah,
with it that we can slide up and down.
Pretty much.
Left and right. Okay. And the wording says what?
Basically says low to high.
Oh. Okay. Can we just turn them all off?
You want to set them all to low? Because there is no off.
I was gonna move mine to low over.
Oh, Shiko. I need a dexterity save at disadvantage from where you moved. Okay, 15. You get zapped.
Rude.
I mean, I made it clear. Hey, Petra, you can safely move. You take 9 lightning damage. And what y'all notice is that was from an arc going from 2 to 1 that zapped down to her.
Okay, don't stand in between them.
Yeah, I normally try to avoid between two metal objects. Lightning's about general rule of thumb.
Okay, can I move back here then?
You're welcome to try.
Safely?
You are welcome to try. Dexterity save, please. Okay. You want to take a half damage this time. So 5. As this time it is 1 and 3 that zaps her.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense
Okay.
to go to 2. That one is the one that looks like it's cranked up. Turn that one down to low.
Patrick,
And you turn them all down.
What was that, Shiko?
asking Petra to turn this one down to low because I don't want to touch it now.
Sure.
So you're turning 1 down to low. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll turn whichever one this is down to low.
Well, as she turned that one down, 3 went up.
Ah. What's the numbering on the room that we're in?
So that'd be 1 up there, and then so 1, then 2, 3, then 4.
Okay, so I guess if I'm at 3, I see it move up.
Yep.
Hey Petra, moving that one down, turn this one up. Tell me if yours moves, and I will move mine back down to low.
Oh, I don't
3 to low.
Can I try and hold it as he turns it?
Certainly. Give me a strength check. Though this is after he's already moved.
Oh,
I mean, it's like you got butter all over your bones.
hey,
Kind of
Kite.
butterbone.
Hello?
I need you to hold this one down.
I can do that.
She is covered in butter.
Just turn it down, hold it down, and then minus. Then you can turn yours down. Let's see what happens.
Clink, clank, clink, clank.
Oh god.
Hey Kite, are you sure that's a good idea?
No.
Oh god. Okay, I assume you take that next step.
Yeah.
I need the dexterity save. As an additional lightning rod approaches the large electrical conduit.
You know, in hindsight,
For 13 lightning damage.
Ow. I think
Proper
lightning likes
reaction.
me, guys.
That's
Oh,
bravery,
well,
dice was really the nice.
Take your armor off first.
I can't do that.
I mean, fair.
No suspicion, nothing at all. Just like, that makes sense.
I wouldn't want to take it off either.
You just didn't bother putting anything on underneath of it.
I didn't want to have to say it out loud.
Okay, we need someone else strong to do this.
Don't look at me.
I start looking around the room. High and low, looking in the corners.
I mean, I could turn into an animal of strength, but other than that,
You could use the wood of the short bow that we found before to push it while you're not so close.
I have a wood quarterstaff.
Or Jacob's longbow. I thought he uses a crossbow.
Yeah, sure. I have a crossbow.
Don't you?
No, I have a longbow.
Well, there you go. Do
I
something
have a
long.
crossbow.
Yeah. I think a bow probably is the best bet to be pushing dials with. About it being a little bendy with some. It's not exactly solid. I mean, solid, but
Can I
It's about the angle.
Can you?
jump past this one to go to 2 and 4?
You're welcome to try.
Yeah, I'll just get a running
Dude,
jump and try and leap
Or
through it.
go. Why don't you go around the outside so you're not stepping between the two? Since it seems like the lightning is going
Do
between.
you like
them.
yellow? Straight through.
Oh,
Okay. Are you going through one beam or both beams?
Aiming for like here-ish.
Okay. So just oof. Yellow indeed. Oof. 17 lightning damage as you tumble to the other side. It looks fantastic. It was
D&D.
a shocking
Live more than once.
performance.
golf clap.
It took me from full to bloodied instantly. But I did make it over?
Yeah.
Okay. I turned this dial down.
Medium or low?
Medium.
And you can hear from south of you a loud sound from 4. Those who are paying attention, the lightning is now going much faster.
Okay, I'll slowly turn it down more.
Yeah, maybe no.
As you begin to turn it down, the lightning begins to arc faster as 1 and 3 move up, and there is a hissing, almost ready to break sound as you actually can't pull the dial any lower on 2. As 4 is combating you.
Okay. I'll go down to 4 and try and turn it up.
Okay. Poor Rowan is like, no, please God, no.
Marius, mine went back down to about half. Try turning yours up again if you can.
They want it up? Sure.
Maybe we can like overload it.
I will slide 3 up to midway.
Midway.
See what happens.
This is the fun game.
I don't know if that was sarcasm or not.
I should
will-
probably be watching the whiteboard more.
I will try to slide mine up to half.
You're at 1, correct?
Yes.
All right. Mars, as she slides it to the midway, yours does not move. You actually hear a lock within the mechanism.
I think you did something good. Or bad.
I think they're all supposed to be in half. I don't know how I did it.
But when it went to half, it got really dangerous.
Ours don't seem to have changed. They're at halves now.
And is mine still making the weird hissing noise?
That was like while you were trying to churn 2, that it was fighting you, that you were hearing that noise.
Okay, I'm gonna move back up and turn 2 up more.
You likewise hear the locking sound. Above you, the lightning becomes one constant, steady stream, almost creating a borealis effect, as the lightning against the wall where the key is dangling opens.
Did we solve it?
Is it all the way? Like, there's still some lightning, or there's a clear path
There,
to reach?
if Petra were to reach over, she will be able to grab the key.
I grabbed the key.
Just thinking too, if it's just behind lightning, in theory we could just mage hand it over.
I was waiting for my to say dex safe.
No. Key, literally, key acquired.
Via experimentation.
Now, excuse me while I get rid of all these really sad faces.
Weird science.
Weird science.
Now, the only difference to this key is there is that same sort of the tab, the part that both you and Morris now have one of. It doesn't have the like little prongs you would expect from the key. It is a solid tube. As you turn it over here and there, you can see almost like a line cutting through the middle, like it has teeth in it.
Is it safe for me to walk back to the group?
It appears to be safe.
Okay,
For the record, you all can hear like click, 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 click of locks disengaging.
I walk over.
Yep, I think we're good.
Run.
We don't see any. I mean, taking a last look, I'm assuming we didn't see anything else in the room.
Nothing else in the room.
Okay.
Much like the other catastrophe rooms.
Gonna give Kite a pat on the back for a good job.
There's a bit of static
Thank you.
discharge.
Ah! I'm knocked out.
You take 18 points of damage. Blech.
It only takes 17.
Let's just run all the way away.
Pretty much, you have to fuck this shit. Morris, when you get back by the fire node, it is about halfway recharged.
Wasn't it angry before?
Well, yeah. But then Petra and Kite beat it up.
It got shot a few times.
Yeah, a little bit. Just thought it would have been ready to rear at us, potentially. Yeah, we got one space left. Well, one that we know of.
So, as the party approaches the large archway that has been looming and how is this sort of solid fog between you and the other side, Petra, you can see about a nickel-sized hole on the south side of the archway. And that is where we are going to fade to black.
Okay.